Hi everyone, I'm Jehanya from SNS Academy, and today I'm going to share a few things about the animal cells. So when you take up all the organisms, they are made up of cells. It may be a single cell or a multicellular organism. For example, the human body is made up of millions and millions of cells. They are the building blocks of all the organisms. So let us see what are the main parts of the animal cell and what are its functions. So for example, if you take the animal cell, all the animal cells will have the same basic structure, but their shape may vary and their function may vary. But these are all the parts that are present in all the types of cells, invariably about their functions. So let us go one by one now. So the first thing, the cell, animal cell. This is an animal cell. This is a model of an animal cell, and here these are all the parts which are present inside the animal cells. And the first part that we take is the plasma membrane. It forms the outer boundary for the cell. So this plasma membrane, when you take, it is acting as a wall between the cell and its environment. These are all the surrounding parts of the cell, so it acts as a barrier. And when you take the plasma membrane, the membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. That is, it allows only selected materials to pass through it. That is, it can be traversed through the plasma membrane. So when you take oxygen, carbon dioxide, everything has to be exchanged. The gas exchange should take place. So it takes place through the diffusion. Diffusion takes place for the gaseous exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. So carbon dioxide from the cell has to pass outside, and from outside the oxygen has to come inside. Similarly, the water content is also being regulated by a process called as the osmosis, which is a selectively permeable membrane through the process of osmosis. The next one, if you take the inside of the cell, when you take the inside of the cell, this is called as a cytoplasm. It is a material which is present inside the cell and is a liquid it is a liquid structure that is present inside the cell. And within the cytoplasm only, we have all the other organs that are embedded in it. So next to that, we are going to see is the nucleus. Nucleus is a double wall structure which is present inside the cell. It is the controlling center of the cell. Within the nucleus, you have the nucleolus, which is the controlling center of the nucleus. So now, when you take the nucleus, within the nucleus only, we have the genetic material, the chromosomes, which control all the characteristic features of the organisms. That is, the traits of the organisms will be controlled with the help of the chromosomes which are present within the nucleus. The next one that we are going to see, the next structure is the endoplasmic reticulum, which is continuous with the nuclear membrane. And this endoplasmic reticulum, if you take, it is of two types. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the second one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. In the rough endoplasmic reticulum, in the outer membranes, if you take, in these membranes, if you take, ribosomes will be embedded on that. So when you take the ribosomes, they are the center of protein synthesis. They produce a variety of proteins which are required for the cell division and all the major process like enzyme action. It may be enzyme or a hormone that has been synthesized. For all those things, we require these proteins. And smooth ER, when you take, the smooth ER is a place of lipid molecule synthesis. The lipids are also required for the building up process and all they are also involved in various activities. Then when you take the next thing that we are going to, next structure that we are going to see is a Golgi apparatus. It is also a vesicular structure, a double wall membrane structure. And here within the Golgi apparatus, it may be continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum to help in the trafficking of the materials between the cytoplasm and the nucleus, or from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. And as well as separate, it can be also separate in the cytoplasm. The Golgi apparatus will be the site of the different types of carbohydrates, that is the sugar molecules will be synthesized within this Golgi apparatus, and they will be pinched off as vesicles and they will reach the destination. Yes, the next one that we are going to see is a very important structure which is present inside the cell, the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria. The mitochondrion is also a double wall structure, and it is the site of ATP synthesis, which gives us energy. So cellular oxidation takes place within this within the mitochondria. Glycolysis takes place there, glucose is broken down and it forms the ATP. So it takes place in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. The next one is the lysosome. The lysosomes are the suicidal bags of our cell. That is, they capture all the foreign materials that are entering into our cell. For example, any bacteria or any virus that is getting inside our cell will get engulfed by these lysosomes, and they break them into smaller substances, and any other toxic substances present inside the cell also will be diffused and broken down by these lysosomes. So that is why they are called as a suicidal bags of our cell. So these are all the important organelles that we have seen which are present inside the cell. So they have their own different roles to play, and they have this is about the structure of the animal cell and its functions. Thank you.